All right, welcome in, race fans. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series right here tonight from the Knoxville Speedway. Right now, looking at about 40 cars checked in for this one. The drivers are getting ready for their qualifying in about a minute and a half. Just waiting on everything to settle down just a little bit here. Got plenty on tap for you tonight. Plenty of heat racing action. Plenty of feature action. Give these guys time to do their thing here. We'll be right back with you. Let the drivers circulate around here while we make a couple of adjustments. Yes, I did, sir. Yes, I did. All right. Time for qualifying, and that means it is time for our national anthem. So we will get that going for you right here.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Foley, for our national anthem. Getting ready to get done with qualifying here. Right now, your Super Clean Quick Time Award looks like Justin D. Clark, 15.972 seconds. Ahead of Max Stambaugh, Trevor Berry, Travis Oldfield, and Mike Keegan. Mr. Clark looking to pick up the bonus tonight for Super Clean's Quick Time Award. $36. 360 sprint cars checked in for us right here. Going here, watch the last couple laps for Mr. Justin Stoles. He might just be taking a couple extra laps, get used to the setup. He's going to crash that car in that qualifying session, so we will do away with that view. About 10 seconds, we're getting ready to run the heat races, guys. 4 heat races for you tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Do not forget YouTube and Twitch. We are live there. We are live across many Facebook pages, especially the Dirt Racing Network. Come by, give us a like, a share, and a follow. And waiting for this thing to get started here. It's going to tell me exactly how many heat races we have. 4, just like I had assumed. We will be ready to go here. Car's starting to get out on the grid. On the pole from Fredericktown, Ohio, the Sofa Fast King Sim Sports number 4, Tyler Street, and on his outside, the Skills VR Arcade Jack's Wax. Vanderpool Racing out of Falcon, Colorado, the 6 car, Justin Stoles. Row 2 on the inside, the X Machine, Mr. Mike Keegan. I do know he's a Pennsylvania boy. He has not filled in his driver's sheet just yet, but we'll get him to do that. And on his outside, the Walker Simpson Slicker, Justin Walker Racing out of Hammersville, Ohio, the 78 car of Justin D. Clark. Row 3 on the inside, the Skills VR Jack's Works NOS, Vanderpool Racing, the number 00 out of...
is on green. Every start after that is on leader.
Okay, so we are going to fix that real quick. Out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, Justin Stern. And on his outside, in the 14 car, going to be Brendan Cascaden. Row 4 on the inside, the MLA Oil Turbo Towels, Connor Morrell Racing out of Bradenton, Florida. It's Connor Morrell. And his outside in the 18 car, that's the God Almighty Trump 2020. Michael Summers Racing out of Warsaw, Indiana. He's Michael Summers. And on the back row, in the 34 car by himself, going to be Travis Lacombe. These guys got 8 laps. Top 4 go straight to your feature. Everybody else playing in the soup tonight. We're going to find 24 cars for a 35-lap A main tonight. Heat race number 1, the Kistler Racing Products heat race, coming to you right out of turn 4 right here. Tyler Street, Justin Stoles. Going to bring us to the green. See a lot of people chatting it up in the chat. Guys, say hi in the chat. Doesn't matter where you're at. I can see it in my multi-chat. I will do my very level best to say hi back as quick as I can. Sit back and enjoy the show. Great Lakes Sim Racing Series about to get underway. Heat race number 1 coming out of turn 4, waiting on the green flag.
Green, green, green.
There it is. Here we go. Front wheels picking up on that 28 car back there. Connor Morrell was lifting the front tires. He got on it so quickly. When we come out of turn 2, it's going to be Tyler Street, Mike Keegan, right on the inside of Stoles. Those two side by side out of turn number 4. Now Keegan takes advantage. Stoles got out of shape in turn 2. That allowed Justin Clark to get by. So it's Street, Keegan, Clark, and Stoles, your top 4. Morrell, Stern, Cascaden, Summers, and Lacombe in that order. 2 laps down, working on lap number 3. You can see everybody trying to stay on the bottom. After the hot lap session, they went out and did a little bit of work on the track, trying to give these guys the bottom groove back. By the time we get to heat race 4, this thing will start to widen out. We get into the consolation races. We're going to see a pretty wide track for these guys. 4 to go this time, halfway when they come out of turn number 4. Still Street, Keegan, Clark, and Stoles, your top 4. They are under a blanket right now. Tyler Street able to keep one lane to himself. But behind that, they were 3 wide. Now they're 2 wide. Clark got on the inside of Keegan. Keegan tried to go to the outside. There goes Stoles. Justin Stoles going to be into the outside wall. We saw it happen. It was live right there, but we're going to go back, take a different look at this. 4 car, the black and green machine right there. He's got the 28 on the inside of him of Connor Morrell. Goes down Morrell. Just a light bit of contact right front to left rear. And that sends Street into the outside fence. So the pace truck driver taking it into the infield to grab him another hot dog for these pace laps real quick. That is a new glitch that iRacing has. It is quite entertaining, to be honest. He comes out, picks up the field, goes right back down pit road, and then comes out and picks him up for the next lap and a half, and then he cuts him loose again. Right now, running order. Street, Clark, Keegan, Cascaden, Stern, Summers, Lacombe, Morrell, and Justin Stoles in the infield. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hello, Mr. Harris. Mike Peterson. Thank you for the shares, the likes, the follows. Starting some watch parties for us, sir. We appreciate it greatly. We should get one to go right here. The light should go off on the front of that pace truck. Oh, and they do not. So it looks like we are on the final lap here at Tyler Street. Justin Clark, Mike Keegan, and Brandon Cascaden going straight to our A main. Stern, Summers, Lacombe, Morrell, and Stoles. We'll see those guys here in the C and the B main just shortly. How we doing tonight, Barry? Let me get you unmuted here. Ha, I've been keeping you muted this whole time. Isn't that nice of me? How we doing there, Mr. Barry Marlowe?
Doing good.
Well, one heat race in the books, bud.
Just getting this live video shared to our other pages.
Yeah, I got it shared to the one that I was a member of, sir, for you. Good deal. Glad to hear that.
I'm saving it to the traditional sprints, the lightning sprints, and the Great Lakes super sprints.
Good deal. All right, let's get heat race number 2 out here. Gridding out for you on the pole. The Ultimate Dirt TV, Tim Sims, Sim Styles, number 1. He's a Black Diamond Motorsports driver out of Pittsburgh, Indiana. It's going to be Randy Hannigan. And on his outside, the Not Enough Room, PVR and Team Bad Boy, number 127 out of Parma, Michigan, Ty Williams. Row 2 on the inside, the Ollie's Bargain Outlet, number 11 from Adrian, Michigan, it's Darren Nada. And to his outside, the 5 car, Mad Max Standby. I know that's a Wicked Cushion sponsored machine. Starting outside of row number 2. Row 3 on the inside, the Skills VR Arcade, Vanderpool Racing out of Newburgh, Indiana. He drives the 9 car, Jason Schnedenbeckler. To his outside, wow, I'm sure I slaughtered that, but hey, he's going to have to deal with it right now. They didn't send me a phonics deal. Either way, the 123 car on his outside, another Not Enough Room car, Team Bad Boy out of Wasso, Oklahoma, Tyler LaPointe. Wasso about an hour from me. On the inside of row number 4. The 39 car, he is your series admin, is Tyler Rankin. And to his outside, the Blake Mechanical United States Air Force, Sergeant MacArthur Racing, number 33 of Cameron MacArthur out of Jackson, Michigan. And in the back row, all by himself, the 35 car of Austin Vanderpool. Vanderpool not making the call for this race. We're going to have 8 cars for 8 laps, top 4 to the feature. Everybody else can find a bowl, find a spoon. We'll grab them some alphabet soup and see if they can make it into the feature in the last 4 spots that'll be available. And actually, I believe that's going to be 8 spots tonight because we'll have 16 locked in from heat races. And we'll bring 8 from our B main. Oh, so it is. Okay, so now I know who that. Thought I was going to be right, but I wasn't sure. I know who drives the 1 car now. Man, that kid got some history. He's a good kid. All right, green out of turn 4. The Angler Machine and Tool heat race number 2 about to come at you. Mason Hannigan, Ty Williams off the front row. Pace truck heading in there, just waiting on the flagman to show them some green laundry. And here it is. Heat race number 2 underway. Nadia looked to the inside. Darren Nada thought he was going to peek on the inside of Hannigan there. Had to back off. And that's going to relegate him to coming out of turn 2 in the 3rd. Heading down to turn 3, he's got Mad Max Stem on his outside. Hannigan, Williams, Nada, and Stem all the top 4 right there. Nada got inside on Williams down the front stretch. Now trying to work the bottom takeaway, 2nd spot. There, 3 wide down the backstretch, headed into turn 3. Stambaugh took it all the way to the bottom on the inside of Nada. Williams gives up the spot. Now he crosses over. He's going to be back on the inside of Darren Nada for 3rd. Slide job in 1 and 2. Near contact right there, and it slowed Nada down. That's going to allow Jason S. to get inside. I am not going to slaughter that guy's name all night long. I swear to you, I will not do that. Now Now the 9 car on the fourth position right there. He was on the inside for just a second of Williams. Williams flashed. That was going to leave an empty spot. Now Williams back very solid, but Hannigan out in front of Stambaugh. About 7/10 of a second right now off of turn 4. It's another 6/10 back to Williams. Williams had his hands full with the 9 car of Jason S. Nada right behind that. Now Tyler Rankin. Different paint than I've seen Tyler in the last couple of weeks. He is knocking on the back door and running in 6th right there of Nada's car. 3 laps to go that time by. Just about 7/10 of a second for Hannigan over Stambaugh. Stambaugh trying to reel him in. I don't think he's got enough time. Mad Max just making sure he's going to make it to the feature. Williams still in 3rd. Now battle for 4th. Schoenbeckler and Nadia battling for that final transfer spot. Right now, the white flag in the air, and Jason Nada took it to the inside right there. Wasn't able to get the exit speed out of turn 2. We'll see what he does in 3 and 4. Hannigan's going to pick up the heat win in number 2. Stambaugh's going with him. Ty Williams blinks a little bit. That opens the door with the contact. That shakes up our top 3 quite a bit. Rankin gets by, and he steals the 4 spot. Interesting finish to that one for sure. 2 down, 2 to go. Campbell Performance Heat Race 3 gridding out on the end of pit road right here and on the pole. Hornblasters.com from Trenton, Michigan. The 44 car of Donald Swanson. On his outside, going to be the 29 car of Matthew Natchik. I don't know. These guys got some of the strangest names. I'm sorry. They should have sent me a phonics sheet, I guess. I don't know. Row 2 on the inside, the Real Geese Wicked Cushion, number 20 out of El Raya, Ohio. It's Chris Verda. And on his outside, the Extreme Indoor Karting Sandberger Sim Racing Team. He's from Clio, Michigan. It's Trevor Berry. Row 3 on the inside, the Schinderly Properties, number 41 of Thomas Schinderly out of Berkeley, Michigan. And on his outside, Matt Westfall in the 54 car. And that is going to round out the 8-car field for this one. They would be waiting on the 31 car, but I do know that Mr. Nichols is playing admin tonight, so he will not be in the field. 8 cars, 8 laps, top 4 to the feature. Everybody else going to the consolation races. Najakt, is that guy's name, Barry?
Who's that?
Matthew Najakt. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it is.
It's going to have to be.
No, Roger.
Well,
Just
thank you, Jim Bailey.
You sound like.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sound like Garrison Keeler.
I have no idea who that is, sir. All right, lights off on the pace truck. One more time around, we'll get the Campbell Performance Heat Race number 3 underway. 4 heat races on tap. If you just joined us, we're about to begin heat race number 3 here. Donald Swanson, Matthew Najak on the front row. Appreciate all the chatter in the chat, guys. Doesn't matter where you're at, Twitch, YouTube, or any of the Facebook channels. Say hi. I can see you in the multi-chat. Here we go. Pace truck headed in. Heat race number 3 about to get underway. Flagman standing there waiting. Now shows him the green flag. We're going down to turn 1, and Swanson was able to get away clean. He should have the lead coming out of turn 2. Mad scramble for second as Chris Verda timed it up pretty good with Swanson, and he's going to come out of turn 4 in second place right in front of Najak and Trevor Berry. Thomas Schinderly took a peek on the inside. Now he makes it 3 wide on the bottom of turn 2. Not going to make it work. Had to back it up a little so he didn't slide out. He's going to fall back to 5th. It keeps Berry and Najak in front of him. Verda now trying to chase down Swanson. Everybody starting to scoot up just a little bit. Not right on the bottom now. About a lane and a half up. That's where the marbles have started to move to. Still single file through the top 5. Shinderly in that 5th spot, the 41 car. Behind him, Kevin Parker, Matt Westfall, Andrew Scheid. Swanson about a quarter of a second, about 5 car lengths. Holding on to the lead in front of Chris Verda. Verda running right in the tire tracks. He's got Trevor Berry right behind him. Trevor Berry won the practice race last week. Had a good run. Right now, coming down to 3 to go. Verda looks to the inside off of turn 4. Wasn't quite there at the line. Maybe this time through 1 and 2. Tried the slider line. Swanson moved up a little bit, and he's got a run off too. He keeps the lead, but Trevor Berry followed Swanson. And now he's on the outside of Verda. Slider line didn't work. Berry's able to cross Verda over. Make Trevor Berry position number 2. Chris Verda back to 3rd. Berry goes for the lead in 1 and 2, and Swanson crosses him over. Action heating up the end of heat race number 3 on the last lap and a half right here. Swanson's got the lead through 3 and 4. Tyler Berry got a great run there. 2 wide, 2 deep. Top 4 spots at the line when the white flag flies. Now Berry gets around the outside. Here comes the jacked. Swanson now falls back to 3rd, and Chris Verda out to 4th. There's contact with Shinderly and Verda. That's going to let Shinderly take that 4th spot. Berry, Swanson, Jacked, and Shinderly going to the feature directly. Everybody else having to work their way through the alphabet soup. So 3 out of 4 heat races, and we've had a lot of action.
Good racing. These are doing good.
Very good so far. So we'll get ready to grid out heat race number 4 right here for you. Final heat race of the night. Specialty Fuels heat race number 4. At the end of pit road gridding out on the pole. The Poor Racing, number 32 from Britain, Michigan, Dan McCarron. On his outside, the Elita Machine and Tool, number 1 out of Elita, Ohio. It's David Diller. A row 2 on the inside, the 224 car. Danny Sams had himself a good run here last week. And 2 is outside, the Car Crafters, Topper Town, number 38 out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's Travis Oldfield. Row 3 on the inside. The 175 car, there is a lot of sponsors on that one. I wish Jim would fill his deal out because that is a beautiful machine. The 175 car is Jim Turner. And on his outside, the Melling CMF Skills Gaming, Vanderpool Racing out of Parma, Michigan, the 27 car of Brad Lamberson. And in the back row, on the inside, the Outlaw Racing Wings Lloyd Racing, number 36 out of Blanchard, Oklahoma, my buddy Chris Lloyd. And 2 is outside, the Terry Hendricks Auto, number 2 out of Archbald, Ohio. It's Kyle Sutter. All right, final heat race, 8 cars, 8 laps again. Top 4 going straight to our feature. We'll see the other 4 guys in the C and B mains here in just a little bit. The half mile here at Knoxville looks like it's starting to get slick in the bottom groove just a little bit. These guys have been moving up heat race after heat race. We'll see what that brings when we get to consolation time, which is going to start right after this heat race. Make sure that we get everybody in here. Used to have a different camera for that. We are about to go green this time out of turn number 4. The Specialty Fuels heat race number 4 about to get underway. Just waiting for the flag man. There he is. Heat race underway. And you saw Diller pick the front wheels up. David Diller on the throttle quick and hard. And he's going to come out of turn 2 at the lead. Slight contact there. This could be something. Looks like it's not going to materialize. Everybody grabs the cars back up. So Diller's got the lead McCarron second, Jim Turner in third, and Kyle Sauter up to that fourth and final transfer spot, but he's got a lot of company on the outside. Brad Lamberson missing the front wing on that car. He was part of the contact on lap 1, and he is already making a bid to take that fourth spot away. Now makes contact with the back of Slaughter, who slid the car up right in front of him. Sauter gives up the spot to Oldfield. Travis Oldfield, the 38 machine, getting the crossover move from Sauter. Sauter going to slide it across. Oldfield saw that coming, and he is going to cut right back underneath, and he's got the spot back at the line. Battle for second. Turner took a peek on the inside of McCarron, couldn't make it work. Jim Turner, the 175 machine, running in third. Everybody chasing David Diller. Diller got out front, and he is trying to get away from these guys. He wants the battle to stay in the back. He's up by half a second over McCarron. Turner right there. Turner's got to run down the backstretch. Goes to the inside in 3. A little give and take by both drivers there. Oh, contact. Right front to left rear. They gave and take until the exit. And then they decided to touch and see what happened. No harm and no foul. Once again, Turner with a big run down the backstretch. Goes to the high side. Can he make it work? Will he have the momentum on the exit of 4? Yes, he does. 2 laps to go. It's Diller, Turner, McCarron, and Sauter. Your top 4, and those guys have gotten away from Sams, Lamberson, Lloyd, and Oldfield. And right now, David Diller making it look easy. He's going to take the white flag. He's 3/4 of a second in front of Jim Turner. McCarron and Sauter all in a line. See if Sauter's got to run down the backstretch. Doesn't look like it's going to materialize for him. It's going to be all David Diller in heat race number 4. He picks up the win. Jim Turner, Dan McCarron, and Kyle Sauter going to the feature. Sams and company. Hurry up, get back to the pits, find a bowl, find a spoon. We're going to play alphabet soup here in just a minute with you guys. So, C main time. The Beacon and Bridge C main about to grid out right here. On the pole, going to be Travis Lacombe, and to his outside, Tyler LaPointe. Row 2 on the inside, Andrew Scheid on the outside, Chris Lloyd. In the third row, Connor Morrell and Jason Schoenbeckler. Row 4 on the inside, going to be Matt Westfall to his outside, Travis Oldfield. In the fifth row, Justin Stoles and Austin Vanderpool. And then the back row will not be gridding, so we won't count Tim and Barry at all in that. We'll see who all makes it right now. Only missing the pole sitter. There he is, Travis Lacombe. Driver's about to roll out here in just a second. 12 laps. Top 4 going to transfer from the front of this to the back of the B main. And we're going to go to the B main and find 8 drivers. Transfer to our feature. Real quickly, while we got just a second, make sure that we let everybody know that Great Lakes Sim Series, great list of sponsors and supporters. Beacon and Bridge, Advanced Heating and Air, Midland Steel, Super Clean, Kistler Racing Products, Engler Machine and Tool, Campbell Performance, Specialty Fuels, Hoosier Tires, Tim's Sims, Engine Pro, and Wicked Cushion Esports. Everybody contributing a little bit of something to these guys. Great series. They got 12 weeks here. I know they got a big prize pool at the end of it, ready for the drivers. I know each night they're going to give away the Quick Time Award, the Hard Charger Award sponsored by Hoosier Tires, and then a random draw for the lucky dog of the night, going to be from Engine Pro. That's a $25 bonus for these guys. So you want to be the lucky dog and get drawn. Now we've got 9 cars in the C main, going to take 4, move them to the back of the B. In 12 laps right now, Lacombe and LaPointe. Coming out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. C main underway. LaPointe went straight to the top, trying to find some grip up there, and he does. He comes away in the lead. Tyler Lacombe had second for a second. I saw Chris Lloyd's car head to the infield wall right there, and the caution is going to come out. 28 car, heavily damaged. We'll go back and watch the start. Oh, contact right there. That was not enough to get him a turnaround with the second contact. 77 car of Andrew Scheid. He caught the berm, come across and clipped Lloyd. Sends Lloyd into the infield wall. So I think that might do it for Mr. Lloyd this evening. That car extremely damaged. Hood cowl, nose cone, front wing, gone. Surprised he can drive that thing away. I know Tyler Lacombe, he dropped way to the back. He was one of the cars that got contact from Scheid. He got the car saved, but it cost him running in fourth. He's now running in the 8th position. So we'll take a quick look at how they run LaPointe, Oldfield, Morrell, Schoenbeckler, Stolz, Westfall, Scheid, and Lacombe. Christopher Lloyd took the car in. His crew did a great job. They put a new engine cover, new nose cone, and a wing on that thing in about 30 seconds. Those guys were prepped up and ready to go.
They're awesome.
Best pit crew around. You better watch out. The World Outlaws will be calling. All right, Pace Truck's going to go. He's not going in this time. He's going to go next time. Lights still on, so we're still going to have about 7 laps left in the C main. Want to make sure that I thank everybody for tuning in tonight, guys. Sunday night, not a normal night for us, but it will be for a while now. We're going to start having 2 shows on the 17th. We've got Great Lakes Sim Racing Series the next couple of weeks, and then after that, we're going to add another series to that, and we'll be getting a schedule up for everybody. As soon as I can get it all confirmed, 100% written down and published, but a lot going on. Dirt Racing Network for the summer starting to pick up a lot of action, so be sure you stay tuned to there. Don't forget, like, shares, and follows. C-Main about to get back underway. LaPointe, Oldfield, and Morrell, the top 3 right now. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again. Good jump by LaPointe, but Oldfield not going to let him get comfortable out there. He is going to try to chase him quickly, see if he can put some pressure on him. Definitely wants one of the transfer spots. Needs to get in the back of the B main. Right now, LaPointe, Oldfield, Connor Morrell, and Jason Schoenbeckler. Your top 4 right there on the screen, and those guys have gotten away just a little bit. Stolz tried to close the gap at the sider line in 1 and 2. Couldn't get to the back of the 9 car. Lost all that space back. Watching our 3rd and 4th place cars. Connor Morrell, the 28. Jason Schoenberger, in the 9 car. Tyler LaPointe, 0.3 of a second out in front of Travis Oldfield. And I think those two content to just click these laps off and get to the B main, and then they'll really start to race. Right now, Justin Stolz, half a second behind Schoenbeckler. Schoenbeckler trying to put a little bit of pressure on Morrell. He may not know he's got a pretty comfortable gap. Probably just got that racer's mentality. He just wants to pass somebody. I know it's tough to ride when you're out there in competition. And he cuts to the inside out of turn 2. Wasn't able to make it happen. Now goes back in there in 3 and 4. Still not able to get there. Just a little too slick on the bottom. 2 laps to go. This time still LaPointe and Oldfield. Those two have closed up now. Oldfield looking to the high side. See if he can find some momentum. LaPointe running the slider line. These two going in opposite lines and coming out the exact opposite of the way they went in. Now Oldfield slide job 1 and 2 on the white flag lap. Does he have the lead when they exit the corner down the backstretch? Just barely, but a good run from LaPointe puts him right back in the slider line. Here they come out of 4. C main. Travis Oldfield's going to pick up the win. Tyler LaPointe second. Connor Morrell. And then Jason Schoenbeckler. Going to be the 4 cars that transfer to the back of the B main. Everybody else done for the night. We'll get ready to move on. B main gridding out at the end of pit road. On the pole, going to be Austin Stern to his outside, Darren Nada. Row 2 going to be Chris Verta and Danny Sams. Row 3, Michael Summers and Cameron MacArthur. Kevin Parker and Brad Lamberson in row 4. Row 5, Travis Oldfield and Tyler Point coming from the C main. And in the back row from the C main as well, Connor Morrell and Jason Schoenbeckler. So 12 cars, 14 laps, top 8 moving on. So we'll be sending 4 more cars home, and we'll have our field set for our feature. Well, thank you, Mr. Kinsman. It does not beat the real thing, and I can't wait till all this crazy lockdown stuff is over myself to get back to the track, smell the race fuel, eat a little dirt, have a beer and a hot dog, and just listen to the loud race cars going around the track. I like to go where there's sprint cars, modifieds.
And Roger, that number car is Darren Nida.
Nida. Well, we're close.
That's, you were close. I just figured I had a moment. Just give you the pronunciation.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
There we go.
All right, B-Main about to get going. Stern and Nida on the front row. 14 laps. Top 8 will remain when we finish. Everybody else will be done for the night. Our feature will have its 24 cars locked in. We're just waiting on the flag, man. Display the green handkerchief here coming out of turn 4. There it is.
Green, green, green.
B-Main underway. Side by side out of turn 2. Nida gets the lead down the backstretch, goes to the inside, going to work the slider line in 3 and 4. He's going to be in front of Stern. Stern in front of Verta. Sam's running in the 4th spot. MacArthur, Summers, Lamberson, and Oldfield. Travis Oldfield coming from the C main already into the 8th and final transfer spot. Not satisfied with that. I'm sure he's going to try to work his way around a couple more of these guys, give himself a little bit of a safety cushion. Getting single file in the top 5. We're all the way back to MacArthur. MacArthur was side by side with Lamberson. Now those two single out. So 5th and 6th in the single file line. The battle's behind. Oldfield found the outside wall. He's going to drop all the way back to about 11th. That is going to move Michael Summers, the 18 machine. You see the yellow and black car way on the outside. He runs 8th, right behind Jason Schoenbeckler. Those are your final 2 cars. Everybody else chasing them. If you're going to make the feature, you got to get around one or both of them. Right now on the high side, here comes Connor Morrell, and Summers made contact. That might end one or both of their nights. We'll go back and watch these two. Watching the 18 car, the black and yellow car. He's got company on the top side. Morrell made a great move, trying to make it 2 for 1. And it looks like Summers just moved out, didn't know the car was there. Maybe couldn't hear him. You got open wheel cars, you get wheel-to-wheel contact. Something bad's going to happen every single time.
Oh, yeah. Those guys are running good, though. I'm impressed with how well they're driving.
Track looks like she's keeping a lot of moisture in her. I know the guys jacked the humidity up a little bit tonight, see if they could do that. And it looks like the track is holding on pretty good. Line is moving up slowly. Going to work to the outside, and at some point that bottom line will come back when that thing gets just wide enough. And it's going to make for some great side-by-side racing. Right now, right in the middle of our B main, Nada, Verta, Stern, Sams, MacArthur, Lamberson, Schoenbeckler, Parker, Oldfield, LaPointe, the top 10. Only 8 get to transfer through. So Kevin Parker right now sitting in that final transfer spot the way that they're running. Lights go off on the pace truck. Going to have 4 laps to go when they get the green back. Somebody from Florida saying hi to you in the chat, sir. And hello, Jody Johns from over on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. We are about to go back to green. Oneida, Verta, Stern, the top three. B main, 4 laps to go when the flagman gives them the green. Oneida trying to get us started, getting a little bit of a push from Verta. Verta was ready to go. Oneida not quite as ready. Now the green flag's in the air. Off through 1 and 2. Oneida hanging on to first. Verta second. Stern comes away with third. Danny Sam still in fourth. Brad Lamberson is fifth. MacArthur, Sean Beckler, and now Travis Oldfield back into the 8th and final transfer spot. 3 to go that time by. Starting to get too wide. Looks like the bottom might be coming back. Oldfield goes to the bottom. Not able to make up space, but in front of him, Brad Lamberson got to the inside of Sean Beckler. He was working the bottom, had to check up there. 33 car a little out of shape, almost contact between MacArthur and Sean Beckler. Sean Beckler gets away. Now contact with Oldfield and MacArthur. That's going to make a 3-way battle for the 3rd and final transfer spot back here. Connor Morrell now has 7th away from Oldfield. Oldfield's got company in LaPointe. LaPointe on the inside. Can he make it work? Slide the line. 2 for 1. Gets a little contact in the back. He goes right back to 9th position. Oldfield got around Morrell in that on the final lap right here. Coming to the checks. Contact. Morrell put Oldfield into the fence. Oneida, Verta, Stern, Sam, Schoenbeckler, Lamerson, Morrell, and LaPointe. And a lot of contact on the last lap, but our 24-car field is set. Going to give these guys about 5 minutes of warm-up. We'll let them go out there, work the track in just a little bit more, and we will let you watch this.
Got a country swagger, keep the music turned up and got moves like Haggard. You can find us hanging out every night. It's a little bucked up, but we're all alright. Don't hurt to drink. Hey, let me hear you sing that I do what I want, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, 'cause thanks to them, I'm a big old star. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Hillbilly rock star.
All right, a huge thank you to Mr. Tim Nichols over at Tim Sims. Big supporter of the Dirt Racing Network and sim racing, real racing. Doesn't really make any difference to him. He's just a big proponent and supporter of that. Always a pleasure to have him on board. About 3 minutes left, Barry, in this practice session. These guys getting ready to get out of here for 35 laps in the feature. What are you expecting to see when they get out there?
Well, I'm really hoping to see more of what we've been seeing, some good racing. Guys are respecting each other, and they're racing. I mean, they're bouncing off the wall here and there, but can't help that.
Well, you know,
I think as long as they don't try to win it coming out of turn 4 on the first lap.
Or going into turn 1 on the first lap, but you know that banging off the boards, that's you're going to have that in big-time sprint car racing. That's just kind of part of the deal.
Yes, it is.
So are you nervous tonight like you have been every other time we've been out here, buddy?
Yeah, I am. The nerves are built right through the heat races and the consolations. My heart's up in my throat right now. I don't understand why.
Well, the one console you can have out of this whole deal is that even if they wreck the car, no one can get hurt.
That's right. A little cheaper on tires tonight. Wings. A little cheaper on everything tonight.
Yeah, I am definitely ready for iRacing to give us tire wear and the tracks to start taking rubber. I cannot wait for that. That is going to be a game changer. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. We've had a great audience all night. I see everybody from the different chats saying hello, shout outs. Guys, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it every single night. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Dirt Slingers Racing League, Monday Night Thunder 360 Series, race number 1 fixed series from Lernerville Speedway. Race number 2 going to come at you from Kokomo. Those guys will have a chance to put their own setups in the car. Back-to-back races starts at 8 Eastern. Second race should start sometime around 9:30 Eastern. Mike Peterson will be back in the booth with the call since I have to go take care of my admin duties on Monday nights. And then I think we are off until Wednesday night. NCRA Modified Series. The Midwest guys going to take it to Lima, Ohio. Put it on the quarter-mile high banks. See what the Modified guys can do. They've had great races the last 2 weeks. Looking forward to them. And then Dirt Slingers back with the 410 Outlaws Series, their cash race series on Thursday nights. And the Flat Out Sim Series back on Friday nights, 8:30 Eastern. From Williams Grove, a lot of the Williams Grove regulars in that deal. So a full week of racing again here on the Dirt Racing Network. We've got a great feature set up for you tonight. 24 cars going to do battle right here at the Knoxville Speedway half-mile dirt track. Looks like she's getting slick out there. Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. Going to have the feature race in about 10 seconds. Better go get your popcorn now, folks. You're liable to have to strap in for 35 laps of green flag racing. No commercial breaks. All right, let's get down here to the lineup. Yeah, we are going to have a special guest in pre-race next week before we begin the festivities. And I'm pretty sure from Knoxville, right, Barry?
Yes. Bob?
Yeah. Yeah, Bob is coming in. He's going to give us a little bit of information about what's going on there. All right, now let's get through our lineup. It's going to be Tyler Street and Mason Hannigan on our front row. Trevor Berry, David Diller in row number 2. Row 3 is going to be Justin Clark and Mad Max Stambaugh. Row 4, Matt Najic. That's what we're going with. Najacked. That's what we're going with. Jim Turner. Row 5, Mike Keegan, Ty Williams. Don Swanson and Dan McCarron in row number 6. Row 7 going to be Brendan Cascaden and Tyler Rankin. The 8th row, Thomas Schinderly and Kyle Sauter. Chris Verda and Darren Nida in row number 9. Row 10 is going to be Austin Stern and Danny Sams. In the 11th row, Jason Schoenbeckler and Brad Lamberson. And on the back row, Connor Morrell and Tyler LaPointe. So this is what it's led up to all night long. 35 laps on the board. Caution laps will not count in this feature race. We hope to get a chance to speak with the top 3 tonight once this is over. Hopefully they are all in our TeamSpeak chat. But the lights are off on the pace truck. It is time to go racing. Trevor Berry and Mason Hannigan on the front row. First start is always going to be on the flag man, and then after that, it's going to be up to the leader cars vanishing left and right out of this thing. I don't know if guys are having bad connection issues or what the deal is.
Green flag.
But the green flag is out, and we are underway. Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. Midland Steel Advanced Heat and Air feature, and we got caution in turn 1. Somebody didn't listen to the man, and I think they tried to win it right off the bat. See if we can go back and figure out who it was. Nida was way up high when they got ready to drop the green. I don't know what happened to him when he got down to turn 1. Go take a look. Oh, somebody in front of him looked like the double deuce. Maybe got sideways.
Somebody got excited.
Yeah, somebody got way excited. I'm not sure which car that was. Right now, my lineup is all out of whack. This caution laps not counting thing is not conducive to working my timing screen very well. It has to settle out. It's weird. It used to work perfect, and then this do not count the cautions thing, and now you got to wait for the cars to settle out. I want to say it's not Morrell and it's not Street. It's the car right in front of them, but it won't show me who that is. It's a car in the very, very back now. LaPointe. No, it's not LaPointe either. It's maybe Danny McCarran. No, not McCarran either. Either way, we are cycling through here. We're about to be able to get this right. Top 10. Street, Barry, Hannigan. Hannigan's car is off the track. So it is locked in on lap number 1. We'll just have to give it to you manually. It's Barry, Diller, Clark, Stambaugh, Najak, Turner, Keegan, Williams, Swanson, and Cascade in the top 10. Lights off on the pace truck. Ready to go green. Single foul on this restart. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Barry and Diller got good jumps on Clark and the rest of the field. A little bit of a man scramble back about 5th, 6th, 7th. 2 and 3 wide. Williams was on the inside. Keegan went to the top shelf. That is a battle for 8th and 9th back there. So 2 laps in the books now. Barry, Diller, Stambaugh, Clark, and Najak, the top 5. See if they can get the original start jitters out of their system. Maybe we'll go green from here. Way wide, Justin Clark, and Clark gonna lose a spot to Stambaugh. The 78 car went way wide in 3 and 4. Almost took down the white fence there in turn 4, and he had to give up a spot to keep the car underneath him. So move Clark back to the 4th position. He's up there again. He can't keep flirting with that cushion. That cushion is going to make him pay eventually. You get over the edge of it, there's no coming back. Right now, the Jack running in the 5th spot. Turner is 6th. Keegan up to 7th. Ty Williams is 8th. And Don Swanson ran the 44 car and rounding out that top 10. The back at the front, staying on the bottom, Trevor Berry. About 7 car lengths ahead of David Diller. Now gets a little extra breathing room right there as Diller got sideways out of 2. Diller's got himself about 0.8 of a second over Stambaugh, who's trying to see if there's something up on the top shelf. He's got Clark back on the inside. Clark recovering from his mistake up there a little bit ago. Not able to get the job done in turns 1 and 2. So it's still Stambaugh 3rd, Clark 4th. Najak is 5th. All right, Claudia. Thanks for watching. 7 down, 28 to go. Turner in 6th, Keegan 7, Ty Williams, Don Swanson, and now Brandon Cascade back into the top 10. It's Chris Verda, Darren Nada right outside. That's starting to become a little bit of a deal back here. 11th, 12th, and 13th side by side. Sean Beckler and Schinderly. 9 car. Sean Beckler on the inside. Schinderly trying to work the top side. See if there's some momentum up there. Oh, Nida got into Verda a little, but they were both able to grab the car back up. Caution behind that. Looks like maybe Kyle Sauter. Nah, maybe not. We'll get this all kind of worked out here. Get the guy single file. Go back and see if we can figure out who that was. I like it best when it shows me right away who was in it.
Yeah, makes it easy that way.
Maybe they'll get that fixed in the next build.
Trevor Berry's not liking the caution, though.
I bet not. He had a pretty good gap right there. I'm going back. I thought it was a red and black car, and it was Sauter. It was Sauter. Initially who I thought it was. Sauter got sideways, did not do anything to the car. Everybody missed him, but he lost it down there in turns 3 and 4.
Got up there in the marbles or something.
Well, he got on top of that cushion. What I was trying to warn Clark about. You can't flirt with the top of the mountain. The mountain fights back. All right. Barry. Well, this thing is not going to work right at all. It doesn't look like. So it's going to be Barry, Diller, Stambaugh, Clark, Turner, Najak, Keegan, Williams, Swanson, and Cascade in the top 10. 10 laps in the books. 25 still to go. Oh, Claudie. I appreciate that. Thanks for clearing that up.
It's funny.
Yeah. I get a quick glance at it, and I probably thought it said Claudia. I don't know.
Buddy, just wanted to get that out of the way right up front.
Yeah. Get that correction in there. We were talking earlier about Hooked on Phonics. It's a wonderful thing.
Trevor Berry's got a good run.
Yeah, if he can get a good start right here, be back to it. And it looks like he's going to go real early. Found a little grip on the bottom. Going to have about 5 car lengths heading into turns 1 and 2. Stambaugh all over the push bar on the back of the one car of Diller. Now he goes to the top side. Does he have anything in drive down the back stretch? Looks like they're going to drag race to turn 3. Stambaugh in the penthouse. Diller in the basement. Stambaugh gets the better of the exchange right there. He comes away with second. David Diller running in third now. Justin Clark and Jim Turner rounding out your top 5. Here comes the X machine, Mike Keegan, on the top side. He's a rim rider. Watch Keegan as he comes forward. He's going to get a good run down the front stretch. Goes straight back to the top shelf. See if he can get another handful coming out of 2 and maybe get around Turner right here. And that looked like it was pretty easy. He had about a full car over Turner. When they got to turn 3, he'll have the spot. Move him into the 5th position. Mike Keegan now, your 5th place running car. Jim Turner right behind that. Ty Williams and caution one more time. Danny Sams up against the inside fence, and so was Street. Tyler Street was in there as well. Oh, Sam, that wasn't Sam's fault. Sam's just got kind of hooked into something there. 41 car of Schinderly way out of shape, and Sam's ends up in the middle of that deal. So we'll let the guys get through timing and scoring. Give you our top 10 right here. Barry, Stambaugh, Clark, Diller, Keegan, Turner, Williams, Najak, Swanson, and Verda. A lot of Northern folks in the house tonight. Love it. Don't forget, likes, shares, and follows. Go to the Dirt Racing Network page on Facebook. Click that follow button. Click the like button. Anytime we go live, you will know. If he has one for the fans, he needs to let me know so I can figure out how to give that away. I can't give away the things I don't know about, and if I can't give them away, I get to keep them myself, right?
That's right.
He didn't say anything to me. I do know he was giving a prize pack to the winner, courtesy of Tim Sims. That'll be a lot of fun stuff for the guys. He gives those guys so many decals to put on their race cars. It's awesome. I love what Tim does. He's been really, really good for sim racing. All right, I think we're getting ready to go back to green. Barry, Stambaugh, Clark, Diller. Pace truck hard left into the infield. Trevor Barry back on the throttle. Good start for him. Green flag back in the air. Stambaugh trying to use the slider line. Almost got into the back of Barry, who went in the middle and cut it down to the bottom. Now here comes Clark. Clark running the slider line. He lost a lot of ground right there. I think he had to really check the car up to keep it out of the fence. on the exit right there. Now he's right back there to Stanbaugh. Stanbaugh with a good run out of turn 2. Closes the gap down 2 car lengths. Now goes into 3 and 4. Stanbaugh going to keep it locked on the bottom. Berry around the top was a little out of shape. Stanbaugh had the lead at the line by about a foot. Now he's got the lead in turn 2. Here comes Berry. Does he have enough run? Not this time down to 3 and 4, but Slider forthcoming. No, he's going to keep it locked on the bottom himself. Stanbaugh is going to cut it down off the berm. He's going to lose a spot. Put Berry back to the lead. Stanbaugh second and Clark third. Top 3. Locked in a heated battle now. We're right at the midway point. Berry gets a good run off 2. Extends it to about 5 car lengths. Now it's Stanbaugh and Clark for second and third. Do not count the X machine out. Here comes Keegan. Ripping the lip. Catching up to these guys. When he gets there, he's going to make it even more exciting. It's going to be 4 cars, and he will not give up the top unless someone makes him. Still a good battle for second. Stanbaugh goes to the bottom. Clark went in on the slider line, comes out on the top. Watching Mike Keegan close the gap on these guys. Riding around on the cushion right now. As soon as he gets there, we'll see what he does. But Trevor Berry, gap starting to close just a little. He goes top shelf. Caution. That's going to line him single file out again. Not Tyler Street. Not Dan McCarron. We'll just have to see who it shakes to the back.
What's the official laps?
Right now we have completed 20 of the 35.
Where Trevor Berry made a big move after Max Stanbaugh got around him.
Yeah, made that slider line work.
Quick.
All right, not able to see who brought out that caution. I think it was another car sideways because I didn't see anybody tumbling. So somebody must have got turned past the 90-degree mark, and it triggered the caution from iRacing. So, yeah, that thing's going to be broke the whole time. Berry, Stanbaugh, Clark, Keegan, Turner, Najak, Williams, Sean Beckler, Swanson, and Nada are top 10 right now. Still looking at 22 of the 24 starters out on the track. A lot to get tonight. Hard Charger still up from Hoosier Tires. Lucky Dog from Engine Pro. That's a random draw. Some lucky driver. Not the winner, from what I understand, is going to be able to pick that up.
That's correct.
The Tim Sims prize pack to the winner. So still a lot to race for out here. 15 laps to go. Well, Dominic, I see you over there on the YouTube, buddy. Dominic saying hi through YouTube on the chat over there. We're about to go back to green. 15 laps to go. Berry's on the throttle. Stanbaugh got a lot better start this time. He is going to keep it close. Clark, Keegan, Turner still the top 5. Right now, Stanbaugh working off the bottom side. Does he have anything for a run down the back stretch? Closes it up right on the back end of the 7 car. Nothing doing that time. Will they get it out of 4? Almost a drag race to the line, but Berry's going to hang on to it now. Stanbaugh, lazy slider up the track, takes it to the middle, parks it, now gets his drive down the back stretch. He's got the lead in turn 3. Here comes Clark closing in on the back of Trevor Berry as well. Stanbaugh off the bottom of turn 4. He leads lap 22. Clark now goes to the bottom side trying to keep that car pinned in the basement, and caution one more time. This time looks like possibly Jim Turner. Jim Turner right next to Najak, and he blinked a little out of turn 4. Oh, then the two meet in the middle. You can't share the same real estate at the same time. I don't care what you're driving. That's going to cause damage to something. And Jim Turner looks like he is probably going to be finished.
And now Trevor Berry's happy for the caution so he can get him back behind Max.
So change at the front. Gonna be single file here. Trying to catch the pace truck, it looks like. Everybody fell back a little ways, and that pace truck driver, he probably put the hammer down and got in front of these guys, and they weren't paying attention when he went by. He might have done it on the infield right there. He likes to do that. It's Stambaugh, Berry, Clark, Keegan, Jack, Schoenberger, Swanson, Williams, Nida, Verda, Cascaden, Lamberson, Stern, Sams, McCarran, Schinderly, Morrell, Sauter, Diller, Rankin, and Street in that order. Getting close to the 10 to go mark. Track is very slick, turning black out there.
We'll be selling tires tomorrow.
And I guess that depends on who you are as to whether that's a good thing or not. If you're the tire guy, you're all for it. If you're one of these drivers, man, these things are expensive.
Yes, they are.
But normally you only wear out 1 or 2 a night. I mean, a right rear and maybe a left rear. Normally a right rear. All right, we're getting ready to go green one more time. They're going to come out of turn 4 for us. Pace truck will head to the infield. There he goes. Max Stambaugh on the throttle. Good start for him. Barry about 5 car lengths behind, and then it is a little ways back to Clark and Keegan. And watch Justin Clark and Mike Keegan here for just a lap or two. See if Keegan's got that top side still rolling or not. Stambaugh's going to hold on to the lead. Barry's right through the middle in 3 and 4. 11 laps to go. Now Keegan goes to the bottom. Here goes Mike Keegan. Nothing at the top for him. Going to try to work the bottom. See what he's got down the back stretch. No closing in for him on Clark that time. Barry went to the top in 3 and 4. He didn't gain any ground on Stambaugh. Max Stambaugh out in front. Chased Barry for a while, got around him, caught a caution. Now he's got the lead. Trevor Barry having to play catch up now. 10 to go that time by. Make it 9 to go that time. Caution back on the speedway. Schinderly's car upside down on the front stretch. He came out of there behind Stern, and I'm not sure who that other car is right now. Morrell, I believe, and there's contact there now. 41 car going to make a little contact and flip over when he gets to the fence. So the track's starting to get slick. Guys starting to lose a little bit of the handle on the cars. Inside the 10 to go mark, down to what will be about 7 laps when we get the green. Give you your top 10 right here. Stambaugh, Barry, Clark, Keegan, Najak, Schoenbeckler, Swanson, Williams, Verda, and Cascaden are our top 10 right now. Only 3 retirees, Turner, LaPointe, and Hannigan out of the race. 21 cars still on the track. Lights off on the pace truck. Starting to get slick. These guys looking for grip anywhere they can get it. Bottom, middle, top. Seeing most everybody kind of move to the bottom and the middle right now. I think the cushion is pretty much history. But that could change after a caution real quick. Guys rolling around, tossing a few marbles here and there, and they could definitely change the complexion of this race if somebody finds sticky stuff early. But the green flag is back in the air. Stambaugh got a great start. He jumps out to about 7-8 car lengths over Barry. Goes to the bottom side. Barry and Clark went to the top side. Keegan stayed on the bottom. That's your 4th place car. Matt Najak running right through the middle in 3 and 4, and he's got Schoenbeckler coming in right behind him. Everybody kind of moving around, looking here, looking there. This time, Stambaugh. A little bit of a diamond in the corner that time. In low, up in the middle, out low. He's got half a second over Clark. Clark got around Barry right there off of turn 2. Justin Clark going to the top side now. Mike Keegan looking on the inside of Trevor Barry. Keegan went to the basement. He's starting to make some ground up. He's making things work. Going to get a run down the backstretch. He's got 3rd going into turn 3. So it's Stambaugh, Clark, and Keegan 1, 2, 3. Coming down to 5 to go this time. Justin Clark starting to close in on Max Stambaugh. Clark going to make a race out of it for the win tonight. We'll see if Keegan's got enough to get there and make it a 3-car battle. Stambaugh keeping it in the middle. Clark running the slider line. He is there. Can he make the slider line work in 1 and 2? Goes for the lead. Clark's got it right now, but Stambaugh found some grip, then lost the right rear. Now, Justin Clark, your leader. Coming down to 3 to go. Stambaugh backs it up in 1 and 2. That's going to be Keegan's cue to go after him. Keegan kept it on the bottom, tried to get there. Clark now getting away. He got the lead. He's 0.4 of a second ahead off of turn 2 with 2.5 laps to go. Stambaugh still second. Keegan is 3rd. Barry and Najak 4th and 5th. Right now, Justin Clark making the slider line work. He's doing it at both ends. Got the car to settle in. Comes off of 2. Down to the bottom on the entry. Goes sliding across the slick stuff to the top side of 4. White flag in the air. Clark, 3/4 of a second ahead of Stambaugh. Keegan is right there. Watch the battle for second. Down the backstretch. Now Keegan's going to go top shelf. Out of turn 4, he's going to pick up the win of the feature tonight. Justin Clark wins the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series feature at Knoxville. Stambaugh 2nd, and Keegan comes home 3rd. We'll give these guys a couple of minutes to get around here. They're going to park the cars in a nice pose for us. We'll bring them into the chat and have a little interview with them. See how they enjoyed their night. I'm sure Mr. Clark is going to be a very, very happy guy when we get him in here. Get the boys. Got Mr. Clark and Mr. Keegan. We will wait for Mr. Stambaugh. He's going to, I think, take a cool down lap. At least it looks that way to me. Around and park the car on the front stretch with the other 2. Bring the Cure Speed Shop machine around and stick it right in between Clark and Keegan right here if we can get him to do it. There we go. Give us a good shot right there. We'll see about one at a time. We'll try to grab these guys. Mike Keegan. Max. All right. Oh, I don't know where I just put Max. Or Mike. Where did I put him? Mike Keegan, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. It looked like it was interesting sledding out there for sure, man. That track got super slick. Talk to us about this feature race, how the track changed for you, and you come home 3rd on the podium this evening, sir.
Yeah, that was fun. I felt like I could have had something to go for the win, but I kind of run out of time. I tried pretty much every line. I was on the top, and I didn't want to move down, and I moved down with about maybe 10 to go, and I was really hauling on them. And there was some really aggressive driving, which I'm not a big fan of. But it is what it is. I guess I'll take a third.
Yeah, we saw you working the top side. You were making a lot of ground up right there. The top go away there with about 10 to go because I saw you change lines.
Yeah, I think it was just too far around the top, especially entering. Them guys were just carrying more speed into the corner, and once I got to the bottom, I thought I was even better, and kind of had Max in my way for a little bit, but he didn't do nothing wrong. He's just running his race, and yeah, like I said, a lot of aggressive driving, felt like there was a few blocks that were in there, but yeah, I'll take a third.
All right, man. Well, it was a fantastic run. Who's hoping you get it done out there, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Yeah, I got to thank SETI, all my teammates. I got to thank SNL Earthworks, John Wright Custom Chrome, MAK Fab and Weld, Fremont Fence, BL Mint Trucking, Nap Auto Parts. Barry for putting this on, and you for broadcasting.
All right, man. Congratulations on a great run this evening. We look forward to seeing you the rest of the week or maybe back here next week.
All right, thank you.
Your third place finisher, Mike Keegan. We're going to try to get Max Stambaugh. I see that he is muted, which hopefully he's got this fixed where he can talk to us. Max Stambaugh, you there, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, man. I was afraid same thing was going to happen Friday night to us, buddy. Talk to us about this race. You chased Barry for a while, then you take the lead, and now you come home behind Clark.
Yeah, I was pretty good there early, and I think Clark was better late in the race. I didn't really move around a whole lot, and just he did a better job than me, but I'm happy with the second.
It looked like the track changed quite a bit. Mike kind of talked about that a little bit. You ran a couple of different lines there. At the end, just nothing left at the top or the bottom.
Yeah, I saw Mike running the top a little bit. Well, that's what I was hearing, so I was moving around a little bit, but I probably should have just stayed to the bottom. So, I'm a bottom feeder, so that's where I should have stayed.
Well, we like the catfish hunters, man. We like to watch you guys get down there and duke it out. You had a great battle with Barry there for a little bit. Once you got around him, how did Justin Clark get to you?
I don't know where he had his wing at and stuff. I think it's pretty cool with the fixed setup. It's all just driver and wing. So he probably had his wing a little back farther than me and got to me there towards the end there. It was a good race.
Well, still a fantastic run for you, buddy. Who's helping you get it done out here? And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.
I just want to thank Sam Bagger Sim Team, Trevor Berry, David Diller. I want to thank Greg Dahlman Racing, the Flying Zero Racing. Pretty much everybody that helps me get on the computer every night.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you later this week.
We'll see you. Thank you.
Your second place finisher, Max Stambaugh. Let's get ready to talk to the man of the hour. He made it work just about everywhere. Justin Clark, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. Well, you, like I was saying, you made it work just about everywhere. You come home with a victory tonight, man. Talk to us about how this feature played out and how you end up picking up the victory in week number 1.
Yeah, I tell you what, I had a pretty quick car right out the box. Started out qualifying on pole, and thought I was going to be able to win the heat race, but I got cut short right there. But right there in the feature, I was trying to search around. I knew the bottom was going to be used up a little bit. I knew it was going to be pretty top dominant, but getting in, it was so slick. So I was just trying to go to the top and get there as fast as I could, get to the cushion, what was there, and drive off the corner. But man, this thing was on rails.
Well, for a while this evening, you had to watch Max and Trevor battle there, and I don't know, was it just being patient, waiting to see if one was going to make a mistake, or was it just that hard to make up ground for you?
I was trying to watch laps. I didn't really want to tear my stuff up, but when I got closer to them, I started to drive a little harder, and I was trying to drive in the corner as fast as I could and get to the top as fast as I could. That way I could have some bite off the corner. I was kind of riding, but I didn't really want to push my stuff, like I said. But once I got past Trevor right there, I just decided to go for it.
Well, you come home on the top step of the podium, man. I'm sure you got plenty of thank yous to give out there before we let you go celebrate.
Yeah, I got to thank Walker Performance Filtration, thank my mom and dad, Wookiemaki Racing, Simpson Race Products, Hydro Systems, Slicker Graphics, Turn Through Gang, Expo Designs, Wirtz Racing, Speedco, Trueform Race Products, Diamond Cut Lawn Care, Renegade Race Fuel, Montgomery Motorsports, Weber Racing Supply, and everybody that's helped me get to this point where I'm at.
All right, Barry Marlowe, you got anything for a race winner tonight?
No, but nice racing though, Justin. I mean, I thought Trevor and Max were going to run away with it, and then with 7 laps to go, you and Mike Egan moved up in there, and it was some exciting racing to watch. Nice job.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I seen Mike on the top. Just he was entering on the top, and it was just so treacherous right there, and I was just trying to save my stuff, but I was trying to push as hard as I could, but I just had to put it where I thought it was going to go, and I went with it.
It worked out. It worked out.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the victory. We look forward to seeing you in this series in the future, buddy. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you.
Your feature winner tonight, Justin Clark. Let's go through our official results real quick. Justin Clark picks up the victory. Max Stambaugh second. Mike Keegan was third. Trevor Berry fourth. Fifth to Matt Najak. Jason Schoenbeckler in the 6th spot. Donald Swanson was 7th. Chris Verda 8th. Darren Nada in the 10th position. I'm sorry, Ty Williams 9th and Darren Nida in the 10th position. Brendan Cascaden was 11th. Brad Lamerson comes home 12th. 13th to Danny Sams. 14th, Austin Stern. 15th was David Diller. 16th, Connor Morrell. Thomas Schinderly finishes 17th. 18th to Tyler Rankin. 19th, Kyle Sauter. 20th was Dan McCarron. 21st, Tyler Street. Jim Turner comes home 22nd. Tyler LaPointe in 23rd. And Mason Hannigan rounded out the field. So week 1 is in the books. What are your thoughts there, Mr. Marlowe?
I just thought it was good racing. I've sat in that simulator myself now, and that's not as easy as it looks to go around there and keep consistent laps. And Trevor had his hands full. Trevor Berry had his hands full leading that long, because once those guys came up on him, it was difficult. I still think it's pretty exciting. Again, not like standing in turn 4 at the real track, but my heart's still racing. So I think the guys put on a hell of a show.
Well, I think we'll be plenty tuned up and ready to go for week number 2. I'm looking forward to it myself. But that, go ahead.
Well, we do have an Engine Pro Lucky Dog. That goes to finisher number 19, which is Kyle Sauter. So Kyle Sauter is the lucky dog tonight.
All right.
$5 from Engine Pro.
All right. Well, congratulations to Mr. Sauter. I believe that is going to do it for us tonight. Week 1 of the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series is in the books. Don't forget, next Sunday, right back here again, 7 Eastern. For myself and Mike Peterson here at the Dirt Racing Network, and for everybody at Great Lakes Sim Racing Series, we want to wish everybody a great evening. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for spending some of it with us. We look forward to seeing you again on the Dirt Racing Network. Until then, everybody keep it dirty. Good night.